Alright, and we are live once more. Thank you everyone for joining us for today's Sound Goblin Saturday stream. I am, as always, your host, the Krampus.
And I'm Vincent.
Shiv will be joining us at some point. He'll just be a little late here. But in the meantime, welcome back to The Last Remnant.
Indeed.
I'm going to get loaded in here so I'm not getting deafened by the music at the start of it. So when last we left, we both explored the intricacies of the job system and made more progress in the story.
And also realized exactly how deep a rabbit hole the job system actually is, and one that is not exactly shown all that well in game, because strictly speaking, it's not something they go over in detail. Or you necessarily need to know, probably, but at the same time would be nice, and it's in this weird mid-category.
Yeah. To that end, that's why we're here buying another katana. Because Rush needs to be dual-wielding.
Zatachi a two-handed katana. Size large.
Looks
more
like
more than likely.
Let's go buy a regular katana.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
So yeah, we need to get his dual... So, as we discussed last time, we're going to be turning Rush here into a ninja. And in order to be a ninja, he needs to have two qualifications. His dual-wielding skill has to be at 22 or higher. And the primary skill of his has to be Mystic Arts. He cannot use... Mystic Arts, the combined amount of them, has to be 12% higher than all the others.
That is sure as a number.
So what we're going to do is we're going to make his combat arts flat out unavailable.
Yeah, because they're all one-handed.
Unique arts I don't think counts for this.
And mostly just use them as a caster.
Yeah, mostly just use him as caster.
I assume he also has to, for the jobs before that, go down caster route, or...
That's the thing, is the guide I found is the one on the website, and it doesn't list the jobs in sequential order. So, like, right now, Rush here is a freelancer, which is the, I want to say, second job in the pure combat. To qualify for... And as Shiv mentioned last time, it looks like we're going to be going to Samurai, because we're going to have Mystic and item balance, or at least close to it, and our highest weapon is the katana, because that's what we've been using. The problem is that Ninja's a level 7, and we've got to navigate this freaking chart.
From the top down.
Yeah, it looks like there's no Mystic plus combat, which is what the ninja eventually is, until level 4. So we just follow the regular, like, progression to level 4, or to level 3, and then we worry about getting into the Mystic and combat.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically combat, then Mystic plus combat. Okay.
Yeah, so he's probably going to go into Samurai. Then into probably Mystic Knight.
Well, tier 3 would be Samurai, because it's currently tier 2, so from there we actually want to go into, yeah, Mystic Knight or Druid? Depending on how high his two-handed gets. Or wait, no, that's not that. That's... So it does... So all those are Mystic Greater.
Yeah.
So it really just matters what type of spells he has, invocations, remedies, or hexes for which of those three he goes into. Yeah. And he just needs to have Greater Mystic.
Now that being said, we do need to change our union boards around a little. Because if we go pure Mystic with the groups we've got now, Emma and Torgal... I think Emma has Mystic attack, but I don't think Torgal does.
Let's see, who's in our group?
So we've got all the generals. So we got Pogus...
Yeah.
Balsam, Blochter, David.
Yeah. And Rush's group is Emma and Torgal. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, I think we were specifically doing melee with them, that's why. Yeah. So yeah, we definitely have to change people around. Grab casters, basically.
Yeah.
Or people who cast to attack, kind of. Actually, I'm not sure if that part matters. Because the main character is first, what tends to happen when we tell them to use Mystic Arts is the main character eats up, or the first character going eats up all of the AP, and then everyone else just does whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
So he might actually be fine where he is. Since all we're going to do is basically just leech off the MP that would otherwise be used for casting for other people, which means they're not going to get better at casting.
I am Emma Honeywell.
Yeah, the only Mystic Art she knows is Restore. So.
Yeah.
I wish we had like one more party member to mess around with. Oh well.
You can always count on me.
Rush. Let's put Oaks in. There we go.
All right.
Of course, we got Mr. Diggs last time.
Yep. And we can now dig on spots. He does
adorable.
things.
So anyway, we'll save there. Just to go through stuff again. Okay. And then as far as story stuff goes, we found our sister. Tatman and Fanman were messing around in a cave somewhere with a bunch of huge remnant swords. And they tried to bind our sister to them, but then we showed up and our sister realized we weren't dead. And that's when we found out that Fanman is actually the head of the academy. The same academy where, apparently, Rush's parents are working. So, there's a huge diplomatic meeting that's coming up, where everybody in the continent is going to send delegates to show up, like kings and all the nobles and stuff. And, of course, David got an invitation. So, we're going to be going with David to this diplomatic meeting, and almost certainly screwing things up.
That's a given. Assuming something else doesn't go screwy before we can screw things up.
Said, I also need to look the walkthrough.
Mm.
So another one on missing things.
To make sure we don't screw ourselves out of side quests. Somehow.
Let's see. Oh, okay. It's a good thing I checked. Apologize for all the checking and stuff. This game is way more dense than either Enchanted Arms or either of the Tales of games. We need to go do some grinding, because that's the guy we want.
Hmm.
He's also required for some other quests.
Ah.
So, let's go sell some
Grind
stuff.
some money. Yep, grind money, buy a trickster deity. Usual fare.
Yep. Loki, god of trickery, what are you doing here? I was bored.
Need the money.
Become obsessed with the Netflix. We have lots of money now. We're not going to talk about how we sold a beast man into slavery.
Now, that isn't into slavery. We sold him as a thing. He's an item.
That's right, we sold him as meat. An infamously savage bandit who looks bored out of his skull. Alright. Okay, so now we have to leave the city. You may think, oh, we're gonna go do some more main quest, but you'd be wrong. Because now we have to go back to this city that we still haven't been told to go to by the main story. Go to the bar. Get a quest.
Bar quest. Now with only a 5% chance of involving Strahd. Unfortunately, they still have an 80% chance of involving rats in a basement.
Yeah. This one involves finding his wife.
Hmm.
In Frozen Peaks.
That seems excessive. Yeah, you can just serve divorce papers. It's probably cheaper than hiring an adventurer.
These aren't even Frozen Peaks. These are just regular peaks.
Let's do this!
Or just accuse her of being a witch of the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects it.
Actually, everyone expects it. They give them like a month's notice, and in truth, accusing someone of being a witch only had like a 3% chance of them being found guilty. I watch too much history on YouTube.
Attack them from their flight! What's this? Well fought!
Congratulations, you took care of that well-organized squad of savage beasts.
Searching for this.
Yay, fur.
Yeah, he needed it.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Okay, so you start with... Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is if he doesn't do a Mystic Art now, they're not going to get another chance to do Mystic Arts.
Let's clean up these fiends.
alright. That was effective. Attack them from their flight!
Right in his ass.
There's still plenty of power left in these old bones.
We changed class.
Who changed class? Yeah.
What's his name? Pogus. Pogus has changed class to Magus.
So do you remember the problem we were having last week when it came to casting spells, where the first person in line basically has priority
Yeah,
for
that's the
spending your
problem.
AP? And yeah, you only have 18.
We need to find stronger enemies so that we can train against them properly.
That would help too. I mean, currently, if you just want the main character to be trained more in Mystic, I would just suggest switching his place with Pogus and the...
Me?
That way it prioritizes him casting spells.
Leave it to me.
There we go.
Yeah. I think it undid that.
Leave it to me.
There we go.
Goddamn confirmations.
Well, I asked for
The-
stronger enemies.
Fuck. May want to save them.
Damn.
Well, too late. Right, he even has different music. Well then.
Looks like we're up against quite the nasties.
I'm gonna destroy you! Stop slacking.
Loki is just happy to be here.
Damn it!
Right in the balls. Well, you're not dead. In all seriousness, it might not be terrible to hurry up at the end of them, but...
Yeah.
And yeah, let's go turn it around, just dump one saving AP.
Well, remember, now we have to think about every time somebody uses a art of one kind or the other if we want to move somebody into a particular class.
We do, but assuming like everybody in the physical is
Counting
just
on
wanting
you.
to use physical and everyone in magic is wanting to use magic to some extent. But at least physical ones we don't have to think about it too much. Besides which, I don't think we've looked at anyone else's classes. And at a certain point, we have to stop driving ourselves insane.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm mostly concerned with Rush.
Yeah.
Because if I try and micromanage all of the
I
different
know
units
I'm
that we
good.
have,
Yeah.
we're gonna go nuts.
But yeah, you can be more liberal in this game about spending your AP. It's not like it matters from battle to battle. It's not a limited resource. It just builds up over time.
Let's do this! You're good as dead! Come on, let's kick some ass!
Also, in general, from using combat arts, you're going to get better. You're going to increase your amount of
Doing?
maximum and starting AP, which is kind of one of the restrictions you have anyways right now. Which is good for letting other people actually use combat arts or mystic arts. Because if you're not spending AP because of the reflexive system this has, your AP is not going to go up anywhere near as
power
fast.
left in these old bones.
Because remember, this is very much a do a thing to increase a thing system.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Get the upper hand!
Come on.
Get the upper hand. We will attack them with our accent. As poor as it is.
Kick in their faces from that side. Those guys must be pretty quick.
I hope I've grown stronger than before.
Split that captured monster. That probably helps some people with the materials they needed.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
There you go.
There we go. Oh, it starts on the other side of the rock.
Well, cast it anyways. Remember, you should probably just use combat arts. It's not.
We shall stop them here! Ah! What's this?
Steady there. Not bad.
Does run into a follow-up question though.
Yeah, let's kick some tail!
Max AP.
Looks like we're up
Initial
against quite the
AP.
nasties.
Bonus.
So what have I missed?
When was the last time you joined our session?
Last session.
I was here last.
Oh, okay, last session? Okay, you only missed grinding.
Oh, okay.
Grinding, and we hired a new guy. His name is Loki. That's Loki. He hits things with hammers.
That makes sense. I guess. Sorry I was late. We put a lot of Blue Mage stuff in 14.
Yeah, that's fine.
No problem.
We're counting on you.
Thank you.
They did.
I hope I've grown stronger than before.
Everybody's getting levels, everybody's getting AP. Oh, not levels, but we're increasing our stats.
That's good.
We are here on a side quest looking for a guy's wife who got lost out here.
Oh god, Nankirk, no.
Let's do this.
I love it when we'll get those jokes.
Fight that beast, fight that beast.
Come on, let's kick some A! No chance!
Ooh, that was effective.
Terminated.
I'll admit, as
I
odd as
know
it
I'm
looks
good.
to have the arms coming out the sides that low, comparatively, I think it's more realistic to how it would be on a person. Like on a species.
It distributes way better. It is probably actually a better physical configuration would probably be more the case, assuming you ever get a species that's on, or you ever get a sufficiently advanced species that isn't the 2 legs, 2 arms.
Yeah.
There's a decent amount of argument in evolutionary science of whether or not that would be the case in the first place, but that's more long, complicated, and quite frankly, complete conjecture.
Yeah.
Hang in there!
Come on, let's kick some ass.
The short thing to grasp from that,
Attack them
or from it in general, is things evolved on this planet in a direction
There's
not
still
or
plenty of
because of
power
natural
left in
selection.
these old
To assume that
bones.
natural selection would still apply to other places is a little bit silly.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean it will be 100% the same, but there's some things that would probably overlap.
Come on out! Okay, later. Come on out!
It also means that a sci-fi universe where everything is a buffy-headed human is not
Okay,
not
later.
necessarily completely unrealistic.
Yeah.
Come on out! All right! Awesome! Okay, later. Let's do
Did
this.
it go digging for timber?
He went and cut down some timber.
Oh.
The resource spots that you gather from for him do actually reflect whatever he gets, so...
I thought he was specifically a digger.
Digging's a cutting, or digging's a type of cutting.
Come
Cutting
on,
into the earth?
let's
Okay.
kick some ass.
I
He's
can't
got a
argue that.
multi-purpose blade head that works for drilling and cutting.
But can he get, cut us with Julian fries?
If
Well-
there's a guy named Julian Fries, he could in fact cut them, yes.
Alternatively, if we have a potato field and start sending him digging, probably.
Yeah, once again, sound logic.
Well done. Son of a... I need the other one! The other one!
Loki's great so far.
Yeah.
He was well worth the purchase. Unlocked a more powerful version of an existing formation. Okay.
As the closest thing to a plot to plot related we've done was actually purchase Loki because he's used for some of the side quests.
Yes.
Ah.
The guy had said that we should be sure to pick him up right now. Well,
Oh no, they're not with me.
I guess you joined the party.
The monsters?
Don't think so.
No.
That's a shame.
I'd say good guess, but that'd be a lie.
Huh.
Yeah, they're just here as a union. I'm assuming if they die, we lose.
Entirely possible.
Well, there's a very simple solution. Don't let them die.
Yeah, just kill everything.
I shall face you in combat.
Also, these don't really look that difficult.
What do you think?
So I've discovered that the peanut butter from my local dollar store is terrible for having peanut butter sandwiches.
Attack them from
Because
that
for some
point.
reason it's too thick to bread properly. And, kind of just doesn't cling properly to the bread. It is, however, a fantastic snack. Straight out of the jar.
What's the ingredients in the peanut butter?
Let me go grab the jar.
Sweet! I know I'm good. Got it.
Roasted peanut kernel, sugar,
This
salt,
is exactly what I need.
hydrogenated vegetable oil. That's it.
Okay, so outside of the sugar, it's actually more or less the ground peanuts that I generally prefer anyways. You keep it refrigerated or?
No.
Okay, huh, that's weird then. It shouldn't be too tough if it's...
It very clearly seems like it's got a lower amount of oil than other. Because a lot of it just seems like dried and thick. So.
I wonder if they took the peanut oil out.
I do not.
It in cheaper oil or something.
Yeah, because
Although-
there's no peanut oil listed. It's just hydrogenated veggie oil.
Well, you wouldn't list peanut oil because peanuts.
That's fair enough.
Has oil separated from it at any point?
Not that I've seen, but there are like cracks on it. Like when I opened a jar, it looked like a cracked earth type of thing.
Huh. Yeah, because if it has a proper amount of peanut oil, it should be pretty smooth at room temperature.
Yeah. Funnily enough, so it was $3 for the thing, even though it was at a dollar store.
Yeah.
I got, and it's non-name brand.
Yeah, well, I mean,
got-
dollar store
got-
in general nowadays, anyways, not.
Yeah. But I got a slightly smaller jar for a little more than $2 of Skippy.
Hmm.
So that was and that spreads perfect fine on bread.
Yeah. Person shipping information.
Yeah, I'm watching outside for when the mail arrives.
Hmm.
Hoping today will be the day. All I'm gonna say is, so the Nintendo, My Nintendo Club thing they have,
Mm-hmm.
I ordered a thing off there last night with some of the points I had, and if it arrives before my food stamps card, I'm gonna be quite irate.
Considering this is Amazon racing the government, my money is on Amazon.
That's not Amazon. It's
Or
My
sorry,
Nintendo.
Sorry, Nintendo racing. Okay. That's like 50-50 odds then.
Yeah. Well, so yesterday was the 5th business day since I ordered the new food stamps card.
Mhm.
And it was supposed to be here within 5 business days, but I'm allowing a couple of days for postal stupidity. But yeah, it has been over a month since the first time I ordered a new card. That still hasn't arrived.
Yeah, these organizations aren't competent. Just
No. What's that? The government being incompetent? How unusual!
Yeah, exactly. No, I do find it ironic that as many complaints as it gets, the DMV actually tends to be one of the more competent branches of the government.
The last times I've gone into a DE have been perfectly fine experience.
Yeah. It's mainly the wait times. Like, the people behind the counter have tons of experience, because they have to, literally, with doing their damn job, so they actually are usually pretty good at doing their job. It's just the problem of it, they just don't have the staff for the volume they have, generally.
Yeah. No,
Or
but
at
even
least
then,
to process it quickly.
yeah, even then, the last times I've been in there, it's been less than a half an hour for the full in and out.
Yeah. It also depends on which DMV you're going to. Like, if you were trying
That's
to go
true.
to, say, the one in Chula Vista, yeah, good luck getting in and out in a half hour.
That is the one I have to go to now.
Ugh.
At least whenever they open up again, so I can get a ID renewed.
Mm. Why specifically that one?
Well, it's the closest one.
Ah, okay.
You know, whenever a single DMV reopens people to go in, I'll be going to get my ID renewed. And the only reason I can't do it online is the fact that I have to change my address.
Ah. You think they would account for that, considering they're closing the actual, primary locations?
They have not.
Yeah.
At least not when I checked 2 months ago. Seeing how I think we're getting ready to go into another lockdown, they may be finally fixing that.
Yeah, I hope so.
Let's do this.
Good news is the liquor store near me, which is the only thing I currently need my ID for, they basically know me on site, so I don't get carded.
Well, that's good at least. Also, generally an expired card will not get caught anyways. And or just not care.
Most of the places I've gone to, exception of the liquor store, have denied me it.
Ah, okay.
We shall stop them here.
Vaughn specifically because they actually have to slide the ID.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Looks like that hurt.
Yeah, you're not gonna get as much leniency for a big boss. Especially when the guy, like, working the register will likely get fired if he doesn't, be an asshole about it, basically.
Yeah, and I'm like, if they tell me that this system won't allow it, I'm not gonna question it. Quite literally. If not, they don't get paid to deal with that hassle, and I've been there.
Yeah.
On topic for the game, that pose looks stupid.
Yep. Yeah, the pose with swords out in either direction, palms up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
I wish there was a little more control for the commands that they have you to use,
Yeah.
but it is an interesting setup.
Yeah.
Like, Labyrinth of Refrain is a similar system where you have groups of units that all take a turn, but you can actually spend a resource that generates gradually over the dungeon to give individual commands to everyone in those groups.
Ah.
So if you really need to, like, make a granule command at a critical time, then you can go, okay, I need this guy to heal, this guy to use a spell, and this guy to attack.
Yeah. This one, on the whole, seems to be okay when it comes to granule commands, except for the fact that there's basically an order to who gets to spend the AP first.
Yeah. On topic for a previous discussion we had the other night, one of the things that's weighing back and forth between Persona 3 Fest, Persona 3 Portable, is the fact that in Portable you get to give commands for ally characters.
Yep.
Or rather, you get to control them, not just give them a attack.
Yeah, that was one of the big complaints people had about the original Persona 3.
You didn't actually control the,
You only controlled your main character. The rest of the people you gave suggestions to, and they broadly interpreted your orders. Oh, I've been
Sometimes they were smart,
Yes!
sometimes they were not.
Yeah.
Also, woo, leveled up!
Okay, later.
Learn Gold Digger.
Of course it is.
Let's do this.
That was a sweet flip that lizard did. Kill it.
Okay. So, browsing through all of the classes,
Uh-huh.
it seems that they're all built
Come
on a
on,
similar
let's kick some ass.
scale. So all like level 3 classes will be basically the same idea of percentage stat bonus and bonus to skill and whatever skill comes with this class. So in the hypothetical, as long as everyone just keeps going up class levels and you don't actually like get stuck at a tier, which I believe the system is basically designed so you can't, at least except for like tier 7. Everyone should be in relative power with each other. It's more a matter of how much do you want to micromanage X versus Y versus Z.
Stronger than before.
Like for example, bludgeon weapons give you a percentage increase to your initial AP.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah, or bludgeoner rather, the tier 3 for if you basically are a melee using hammers. Maces, whatever. I think it's just broader for maces. But it does seem if you don't want to drive yourself insane, you don't have to worry about lunatic micromanaging so much.
That's good.
How dare you! Kick in their faces from the side.
Well done.
Son of a! I need the other one! The other one!
So, what is Loki other than insane?
Loki
What are you looking
is a fighter.
Ah,
An
okay.
infamously savage bandit. Of late, he has avoided mindless violence, seeking redemption. He also looks bored.
I'm honestly surprised to see both his strength and intellect the exact same. And I see his special stat is dedication.
Yep.
Yeah. Does he have... What does he have for skills? Okay, oh, he actually is literally split. He...
Oh, neat.
Huh.
Yeah, you can take him in a multitude of different ways.
Yeah. So you can actually do like a mystic combat. Or attempting to do a mystic combat.
That's actually kind of neat.
Let's do this!
Yeah.
Let's do this! I'm gonna destroy you! You man enough for this? Those guys must be pretty freaking weak. Attack them from that flank!
Oh, Tab's just going everywhere.
Yeah, let's kick some tail.
That is a lot of things.
That's group of 4. But now they're dead.
I must grow stronger.
Love has
Love
grown.
has grown. I was gonna say there is nothing raptor-like about this creature.
Let's do this! You're good as dead!
Could be related to a bird.
I don't think so.
let's kick some A.
Beautiful! Kick in their faces from the side. These foes won't be an easy fight.
And bam, Catman seals the deal.
There's still plenty of power left in these old bones.
I'm not even using physical combat arts on you. You know what? Take it away from you. You can't be trusted to not do those.
Oh, you don't want her smacking everything with the stick again?
She'll smack things with the stick as a regular attack. So when she uses combat arts, we get into trouble.
Yeah, it does actually spend your AP that you'd rather have on Mystic Arts,
Yes.
including their own Mystic Arts.
Let's do this. Come on, let's kick some A.
That's gotta hurt.
You okay?
Kill like overkill. Ah. Oh, you have to choose.
We've actually gotten the choice a few other times, but I've been zipping through the menus so quick at the end of the fight that I've skipped over a couple. So we've gotten additional levels to.
Gotcha. Stronger blessing. So moderate damage or speed boost.
I think I'll take the moderate damage.
Yeah.
Yeah!
I must grow stronger.
See, Rebecca? See, now your Inta's gone up.
Okay, that would explain it.
What's up?
Arts do actively get cheaper as the rank goes up,
Ah.
it seems. Hence why you were actually able to cast 2 spells with 18
Yes.
AP. Yeah.
Let's do this.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Come on, let's kick some A. You okay?
I hope I've grown stronger than before.
Class change to Freelancer.
Everybody's changing to freelancer.
Yep.
Right.
There's the world teleport deedly bobber. We're not going the right way.
Barkley.
Come on out. Okay, later.
The physical integrity is going to melt. That is a very impressive screaming face mace.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's got Bard. There are huge birds.
That is a very big bird. Weird that we did not see them during that cutscene.
Well, you know. Hiding behind them.
See, what were they, pocket birds or something?
We shall stop them here.
Exactly.
They're also quite formidable birds.
Pocket dimension flying bird.
That looks bad.
Oh, we got first.
Yep.
Oh, they got first.
I'm sure it's fine. Oh.
You're all cursed. The hell does this do?
Kill!
Apparently just a chance of death. Got it.
You something to remember.
Really now, size isn't everything.
Oh my god, look at the pose he died in.
Died as he lived, breaking the laws of physics.
Get him, Loki.
We're counting on you. What's this?
Okay, that bird is dead.
Gotta suck it up and stop these guys.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, Rush is dead.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not game over.
Oh. Interesting.
Okay, I'll take it. We're deadlocked with this guy?
Seems so.
I don't think we're deadlocked with this guy. I think
Oh.
the other group was deadlocked, now they're dead.
Right, after pocket dimension flying bird.
Yep.
That seems a little redundant. But there are birds that don't fly, so I'll, you know.
Oh. Loki and his hammer.
Loki is not one to mess with.
Okay, second bird is dead.
So all you have left is flying.
Yep.
Oh, the music change.
Yep.
That was meaty damage. That was less damage than I expected.
It's more graphically intense than anything.
Yeah. Oh, the curse seems to have ended. Maybe the curse only stays up while the thing that cast it is alive.
Possible, yeah.
Or it could have been a certain amount of turn.
more than likely that. I mean,
Would be a neat chance to have, actually. I do like that they don't let you how much health that the bosses have.
I don't.
it can make it frustrating depending. It's more okay in RPGs. It's where you run to like action RPGs where it's very
It keeps up the tension in the fight.
It can, but at the same time, if you're not, especially in a more open game, if you're not entirely sure whether you're supposed to be doing this not or yet or not,
Yeah.
it's one less signal basically.
Oh, there we go.
I hope I've grown stronger than before.
Ailment has a duration of 3 turns, can't be cleared without revive arts. Any unit with no insta-kill is immune to death from this ailment. That last part, no insta-kill, is exclusively attached to all the tier 7 classes, from what I can tell. Right, says the duration and what gives you immunity to it, but not what it actually does. Got it. Oh wait, no, here it is. Okay, this is just a badly divided thing. Hit with bad juju, every action has a chance of instant death.
Oh god!
Yeah.
Okay, now it's the second side quest.
Group kill.
Nice.
1 second. Okay, so we're done with side quests. We can now continue with the main story. Mage Light Girl.
Your hat looks stupid.
Random thing for sale by somebody on the street? Sure, I'll buy it.
Contained fresh oil and aerial insecta ale.
What?
They're items that are used in arts. Remember, we don't get healing items, we get healing item arts that use items.
Yeah, like that one, which uses Cure Relief and Relaxing Herb. Got it.
Yep.
That seems kind of annoying.
It's back to the whole you don't have direct control of the character, so... It also gives you some place to spend your giant-ass pile of money, but... Again, that's technically true of healing items in other games.
Yeah.
It does make it stand out a little bit more, so I can give it that. It also has the advantage of you can basically not have to directly worry about making higher tiers of healing items for when the character's HP outgrows the lower tier of healing items, and can just rather level up the skill and just spend the same item. So there's that.
Okay, so the 2 items that said, is that just to level up the skill, or is that every time you cast Sword of Herb, it
every time you cast Restorative Herb, it takes those 2 items to do. So you have to make sure you have them in your inventory. Otherwise, the people with the herb arts can't use that herb art.
That is annoying. But does it consume those, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh, you
'Cause
got-
that's a lot of stuff you gotta track of to...
They've been dropping fairly frequently. Like, I bought
Okay.
3 of the Cure Leaf and none of the Relaxing Herb, and we're up to 17 and 21 of them.
Are there other healing arts that have been discovered?
Not that we've had. There are other ones that
Gotcha.
exist, yes, but... Okay.
Item
And
arts.
to the Ivory Peak.
Yeah, it seems that as that skill levels up, basically the same, or spending the same items, you just heal more.
Yep.
The winner's the one who strikes first, yeah? We shall stop them here! Prepare yourself! Ah, thanks for warming him up! Smash him from the side! That was effective. Very nice. Sweet! I feel stronger than before!
Well, stat up.
Yep.
And hopefully somebody needed some piece of that.
Let's do this!
I mean, if not, I'm pretty worth money.
We'll also probably need it later for weapon upgrading and stuff like that.
So, whenever he breaks up a monster, he gets all the pieces as well, but so whatever number comes up, everyone else gets if they need it. As opposed to at the end of battles when they claim items.
Right.
So, in a way, breaking up monsters is a better way of getting items to people who actually need them. It's just a matter of, you know, actually getting the items they need.
Right.
Attack them from
But the
their
worst
flank.
number is if you get an item that no one's gonna need. That's still what you probably sell for money.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's kick some tail!
I must grow stronger.
His longsword. Okay, so Emma's weapon strengthened. Anytime you see that thing that pops up that says the weapon has been strengthened, it means they used items in our inventory to...
Or in their
or
inventory.
items that in their inventory that they had claimed.
Yeah.
Nice.
So strengthen their weapon.
Let's do this!
Now I'm going to fight that big old dragon.
Because you do.
Look, he's a dragon. He's there to fight.
This is a dragon.
It's big and it's reptilian.
It's a demon.
I'll show you the strength of our
Yeah, it's more monster-esque.
Well, it's like it's
Are you
named it.
holding back?
Ow. And bam, right to the head. Side area, we're going to rescue the guy's wife.
Let's do this. I'm gonna destroy you.
That distinctly did not look like game.
Yeah.
I don't know where faces are. I'm not a doctorologist.
Yeah, let's kick some tail.
Why not?
ABA. Always be Arctic.
You man enough for this?
Way to go.
There's still plenty of power left in these old bones.
There's a bunch of extra levels.
Let's do this. Hit him hard, hit him fast.
I am now looking at that creature design, wondering how they eat.
Oh, what?
Come on,
How they
let's
eat.
kick some ass.
Oh.
Probably overboard. Especially looking at the model.
Kick in their faces from the side.
I mean, the short answer would be very carefully.
Sweet.
New art. Now we're
There you
done
go.
with
Son of a... I need the other
Considering
one.
that
The other one.
tusks curve upwards, it'd probably be easy enough for them to feed on grass because like it's not going to dig into the ground.
Yeah, fair.
Let's do this. Brilliant, yeah.
And now we get to give offensive support option, which casts double time.
I'm gonna destroy you.
Hang in there! Are you holding back?
Strike's so nimble that it missed.
Yep.
Yeah, that roughly looked like a knee. Oh, my new combat tactic. Hit it twice.
Yeah, let's kick some tail.
Looks like we're up against quite the nasties.
Here.
Here, me. Put some blood back.
So
in
shocked
his
that he
face.
died.
Such strong blow to the tail.
Shocked him. Died. A heart attack.
Exactly.
Gave him a shocker.
Okay, later.
Dug up actual money.
Kiss. Lizard kisses.
They were just talking about their good friend Dave, who was killed by a wandering party, much like this one.
Oh, the rumors were true!
Come on, let's kick some A.
How's that?
What are you doing?
Kick in their faces from the side.
I like how two of the members in that party are generals of the army, and they're taking orders from the guy who's enthusiastically lisping, "Let's get him from the side!"
Just kick their head in from the side.
He's a lunatic, but it sounds right.
These foes won't be an easy fight.
That's how I heard it.
Sweet!
I hope I've grown stronger than before.
Ah, David's authority has grown. Now the
see about
Raptors will
that.
bend the knee to him. If they can bend their knees. Maybe their knees don't bend.
What they can do? Bow their heads and shove their big old horns in the dirt.
This is the right way. Okay, yeah, there we go. Sure. Another Chimera Husk at some point. I think that's why they made all the maps so short. It's because they know you're going to be going back to places.
Yeah. If only to hunt down chimeras that look nothing like chimeras.
I don't even remember where the chimeras are.
I think the tunnel area? I don't remember. Bestiary, regular monsters. Chimera. Ruins of Rebellia Castle and the Catacombs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quick detour.
They are those things that look nothing like Chimera.
These guys?
Let's
No.
do this!
Okay, well, we're still gonna kill these guys.
Let's
Like I
do
said, to be
this!
fair, these look nothing like Chimera.
Yes.
Is it that ladder? I bet that ladder's a
The upper
chimera.
hand! Come on, let's kick some A!
All right. Beautiful. Son of a! I need the other one.
Oh,
the other
look, he's an
one.
expert fighter now.
Got it.
Oh, those are landworms. Okay.
And hey, someone needed the talons anyway, so there you go.
We are the landworms.
Let's do this!
Out of the darkness.
What I'm hearing is their XP.
Yep. Well, all things when you get down to it are XP.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, fighter is the
I'm
tier
gonna
1
destroy
class.
you.
Ghost Fighter, then Expert Fighter, then Equal to 2.
Expert
like,
fighter my
2
ass,
more.
he missed.
Yeah. And like 2 more strength.
Didn't say perfect fighter.
He's very likely going to be Freelancer, and by that I mean is almost 100% going to be Freelancer.
Yes.
My God.
Do this.
We have to consciously try and get things away from Freelancer.
Yeah. It's basically you're going to hit 29 strength before you hit 29 int, and that's really the only thing that moves in one direction or another.
We don't know that. To be fair, his int
Come
and
on, let's kick
strength,
some ass.
we're pretty close.
Yes, but
Yes,
since then it's become quite lopsided.
Yeah.
Oh, has it?
Yep.
Yeah, because he's attacking physically, so his strength is going to go up.
Oh, fair enough.
I feel stronger than before.
Loki, you can learn Nimble Slash 3 with his hammer.
Yes. Nimbly slash with your hammer. It's quite impressive.
Look, the slash is just the motion. Or, I don't remember what his role is in Guns N' Roses. Bassist?
I believe so.
Slash? Lead guitar,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. No, pretty sure slash is lead guitar.
What are you
Is
looking
he
at?
lead guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 27 strength right now, as opposed to 26 intellect. We could, if we wanted to do it, pivot Loki into something else.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, he's really close.
Yeah. The
If
problem
his int goes up again.
the problem is that we can't ever train an individual in a vacuum unless we put them into a union by themselves, which is not advisable.
Understandable.
So, if we start doing more intellect stuff, that means that that Torgal and Emma here are going to get dragged into more intellect stuff. And while that wouldn't be a bad thing, because Torgal could become a ninja too, and he could be a quad-wielding ninja, because he's got 4 arms.
Ooh.
We could also do other stuff with them.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to get them up to 3rd level and then make decisions.
That makes enough sense.
But the other problem is that when we do that, we lock them into certain...
Yeah.
Well, you don't actually lock them into routes, it's just that you have to consciously... Because, ninja can be gotten from something that is not actually, what's it called? Or can be gotten from pretty much any tier 6, so long as you don't qualify for a different tier 7 first.
Interesting.
It's easier from a Mystic plus combat class, but other classes... yeah.
Huh. Oh, wait. This is even stupider.
Huh.
Okay, so... a stat is considered significant if it's at least 12% greater than the other ones. A skill group, however, is different than that. It's considered significant if the sum of all of its skills is higher than the average of the sums of each of the skill groups.
Yes. If it's above average, basically.
So basically, total weapon levels plus total mystic skill levels plus total item skill levels plus 3. Or, divided by 3, sorry.
Yeah.
I picked a bad game to do math.
That math sounds more complex than it really is. It means basically you have more of this than anything else.
Yes, but I'm not good.
You don't have to do the equation
Let's do this.
at all. It's pretty much just directly compare this number to that number.
Keep them
Hey,
off balance
Krampus,
and
6 and
crush
8.
them.
Which one's bigger?
8.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yay, math!
It's not actually hard, they're just making it sound complex.
We shall stop them here. Prepare yourself.
For some reason, the wiki is making a formula out of something that could probably be explained in plain English.
It's your average wiki editor, I'm not surprised.
hope I've grown stronger than before.
No boy, Rebecca learned Thunderclap.
And his sword's got strength.
Yep.
Didn't you turn off the physical abilities for Rebecca?
Yes.
Well, if she keeps attacking, she's going to learn.
Yeah,
arts.
the basic
Okay.
attack is going to do things. I can't stop
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, her strength is going to go up, and she's going to learn arts. Is basically what it comes down to. Basically, until his initial AP goes up a significant amount, gain more than one person in a party to use Mystic Arts is hard.
Yeah.
Okay, later.
Weapon
do this.
5.
That's the second one of that we've gotten.
Yep.
That I've seen.
They do something,
The
I
best
assume.
defense is a
They
good
unlock
defense.
new weapons back at shops, I think.
That makes sense.
We shall stop them here. Yeah. Nicely done.
Yes. They all unlock a specific recipe. It's just they don't tell you which one until you go back to the shop and look at it.
Makes sense.
That one is the Warrior Scepter.
Ah,
Very nice.
Excellent.
Which is a staff weapon, unsurprisingly.
Let's do this.
The scepter kind of gave that away.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
In spite the fact that I could argue this is a spear, but you know.
There's a lot of things to be
Come on,
argued.
let's kick some
Yeah.
ass. You okay? Attack them from their flank!
Nice hit.
Those guys must be pretty freaking weak.
I hope I've grown stronger than before.
but at some point we're going to find a Chimera.
Also look at the price of all the complex systems, at least they don't have you buying equipment for every single character.
Well, I got attacked.
I mean, they have you
Turn this around!
items and for upgrades for every single character, so...
Yes, and eventually, if you don't give them the items, they will just take the gold from you to do it themselves.
I thought they take the gold from themselves, but only have a certain amount, and
No.
it's weird. Okay.
Nice. This one looks loaded.
Oof.
We shall stop them here!
It's because we got ambushed. Getting ambushed in this game is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Also, this guy seems to be a higher level enemy.
Not bad.
Because I just realized he's got a question mark as a...
Yes. Take that, knees, and tail, and everything else in that slashing motion.
Get him, Loki!
Oh, he's gonna break his cross. Be strong! Yeah, sure, do that. I just like the command itself. Strong.
Yeah.
Guys, we're fighting a guy who's using a boat anchor for a weapon.
He's very nimble.
Are you holding back?
No music.
It's because we got out of like the danger zone of morale, I think.
Yeah. Hit him with fucking everything. Got it.
Try block it next time. You man enough for this?
Oh. Thank you, kind.
Try block it next time.
Oh, looks like he's critical.
Yeah. Whatever that means, considering the amount of damage he's taken.
I would assume it's like a 30% or a 25% health threshold.
Yeah.
Oh, bad move.
Indeed.
What's that?
Not leaving that bed long. Terrible move.
Yeah, the problem
I
is
did.
the other group doesn't get to heal.
Yeah.
Also, welcome to our fight with Bandit.
One of the toughest fights we've encountered so far this stream.
The medicine man.
What is attack with combat arc? He's really dead. We think.
Prepare yourself. Leave the rest to me.
He was not nearly dead.
Ow.
Wow, Bandit don't fuck around.
No, he's already killed one of these.
There we go.
Good luck.
There you go.
Unfortunately, only Loki's team's getting any experience for this.
I need the other one. The other one.
We got the recipe for Unanklet.
Also, we hired Loki. God,
Yes.
God of Trickery.
At the recommendation of the walkthrough, we got Loki.
What are you looking
He's an
at?
infamously savage bandit who's looking to reform his ways. And is just bored as shit with everything.
How long before he turns into a horse?
Not soon enough, I'll tell you that much right now. And we are here in this godforsaken dungeon because Pagus wanted a Chimera hide, and I still don't know what the fuck a Chimera is.
That's okay, no designers for this game.
I think the game was mistaken
Do you
about...
not know what a chimera is in, like, mythological sense?
No,
Or
no,
you
I
don't
know what the
chimeras
Chimera
the
is in
game?
a mythological sense. I don't know what this game is calling a Chimera.
Ah, fair enough.
I mean, going to the world map isn't really going to help us.
Yeah, but at this point, we've gone through the entire dungeon that we can get access to,
Let's do this.
and still have not seen a goddamn Chimera.
Yeah, they're probably just not here right now.
Hit him hard, hit him fast.
Because for some reason these games, or the tends to rotate.
I'm gonna destroy
So we got
you.
Rush properly equipped with dual katanas, and is now doing mystic arcs to raise the mystic value, so he's gonna get the proper classes for a
At tier 4.
ninja.
Yeah.
We're aiming a ninja. So
Mm-hmm.
we need dual wielding score for that, katana, mystic dominance.
Yeah.
What item are we looking for?
Chimera hide, I think. I'll go to the menu in a second here. Let me get access to it.
time is now to victory! Keep it together!
Chimera Husk?
Maybe?
I think so, actually.
It looks like the drops from Chimera are Chimera Husk, Chimera Scale, Phylacter, it's the Husk. Okay, Husk.
I know I'm good.
You're in the Catacombs or the Ruins of Rebelia Castle?
Ruins of Rebelia Castle.
Okay.
Yeah, we need Chimera Husk.
Chimera Husk. The Chimera is a rare spawn.
Of course.
So you'll have to leave and come back to try and get them spawn.
Come on out! Okay, later.
The oil spring.
So I've ever gone over why I don't like crafting systems.
I would say it depends on the crafting system.
More specifically, I don't like crafting systems in like RPGs where the point of it is to try and make you fight more within the or basically almost seems like the point is to make you engage more with the combat system while trying to hunt down random rare nonsense.
That's fair. Like, I actually quite enjoy, like, Fort Queen's crafting system, but it's a whole, like, thing. Crafting skills and all sorts of thing, and it really doesn't care about you hunting down monsters for the most part, depending on what you're trying to...
Yeah.
Depending on what you're crafting. Like, if you're a leather worker, you'll need to hunt down monsters for hides, but...
Yeah.
You know what, Dave? These are all rare spawns. You know what? I have enough money. Just take the fucking money. Do it that way.
Can you tell them to do that directly?
No,
No.
you have to piss
They'll-
them
they'll
off.
do it
enough that they'll
eventually.
just- yeah.
Basically, once they get to a certain, like, level difference from what they're trying to upgrade to what their actual battalion rank is,
Yeah.
that they will just spend money to buy it.
Your money or...
Yeah.
They technically have their own... It's weird.
It's weird. .jpg is the picture for this game.
Everyone has their own inventory and their own money. There's so much going on in the systems in this game.
In fairness, most of them are basically background. You don't necessarily have to know 100% of them. But
No.
yes.
But, like, all this stuff is important.
Impressive, huh?
Like, basically, your weapon makes up, like, 60 to 70% of the stats for your character.
Yeah.
So when they want to upgrade their weapon, it's very important they actually upgrade their weapons. It's the
Yeah,
biggest,
like, and anytime they've asked for an item, I've given it to them. And anytime they've asked or anytime we've given them the opportunity to, they've upgraded their weapons. Before you joined, a lot of people in our party actually upgraded their weapons. Yeah, like Rebecca here upgraded her weapon.
Am I doing my father proud? I'll follow whatever orders you give me.
Bolson upgraded his weapon. Blockter upgraded his weapon.
What are you looking at?
Loki just joined,
I
so he's
am
going
Emma
to go.
Honeywell.
Emma's swords both did. Torgal's weapons both did. Like, I'm not ignoring the system, I'm also just saying that I have better things to do than to go to 3 separate maps, wait for the rare spawn in each, and fight it. We're gonna go ahead with the story, we're gonna go to the frickin' summit, and if they want to spend the money, they can do it.
If they don't, I don't know, grind off stream or something.
Yeah.
It's at least direction for grinding.
Yeah.
Wow. That is the Illusion Remnant. Its power keeps the world in balance.
What? A, that's really broad. B, that's ridiculously nonsensical.
There's a little joystick inside of it you can use to tilt the world to the left and the right.
Marion Marshall bound herself to the remnant, marking this as the birthplace of remnant culture.
And the death place in, like, I don't know, a year or two.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
I thought you were originally from Illusion.
Yeah, I was born here, but we moved to Yulin when I was still a baby. I don't remember Illusion at all.
That guy's,
Keep walking, buddy.
A little weird.
Look, we only had enough money to animate the main characters properly.
Right,
Apparently.
let's head to the embassy.
It's a gigantic ice cream swirl. Everyone is pacified through the giving of free ice cream.
Ah, now I want ice cream. Stop that.
The assembly still hasn't started?
Not yet. The Dukes of Gore and Kubai have yet to arrive.
I suppose the perks of dukedom include never having to be on time. That being the
Sick
case,
burn.
Rush, let's take a walk, shall we? Is that okay? I'll be summoned when the time comes. Besides, matters should be simplified if you stay near me, Rush. I trust there are no complaints.
Not so long as you allow us to accompany you, my lord.
Of course. Let us take this opportunity to collect as much information as possible. And we wouldn't
Right,
want to
tear
miss
the
out
place
on
apart.
paying the Academy a
Yep.
visit.
Burn it to the ground.
Yeah!
Rush has a weird face.
They all have weird faces. For a second, I thought that said Grenade District.
Yep, me
Yep.
too. Okay. Alright. We now have some side quests to do.
Yay!
Walk into a town, see 5 minutes of cutscene. More side quests!
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna do some shopping. Shopper girl. Weapons guy. There's a logic problem here. Scimitars are not katanas.
Well, that's technically true.
However, we do need upgraded weapons. So,
I mean, if you take katana as just curved sword, they're both the same category.
Yeah.
So you could argue it's more of a translation issue.
If there are straight blade katanas.
I mean, katana is a very even as a curve, or katana doesn't really work the same way as a curved sword either. So that's also the other thing.
Like a razor.
Huh?
It looks more like a razor.
Yeah.
As opposed to a curved sword, which make it a more force on a cutting edge.
Yeah. Also, katana is better at stabbing than a normal curved sword is. It is a very slight curve in the first place.
Yeah, it's not like a big scimitar curve.
Yeah.
I'm assuming scimitars don't have that much curve, but it's not the same extent of curvature.
Depends on the scimitar, really, but... Or curved sword in general, but...
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of curved swords, so...
Yes.
Yeah, even that being said, you do not wield a scimitar in the same manner you wield an actual stone.
No.
That's because you're not Rush.
That's also
That's
true.
true. I'm not wrong.
Also, it's because you're smart. Rush is not.
Cure Reef, Resto Reef, relaxing herbs.
Yep.
Oh. Tavern's right here. I'll remember that for later.
You want to get crunk.
Want to get crunk?
Look at them dub. Let's hit the bar.
Oh yes, I saw the best name in 14 today.
Huh.
Muhammad Ali.
Floats like a butterfly, stings like an eidolon. We have none of the stuff we need for that.
Also, was it just me, or were you able to customize that scimitar into a samurai katana?
Yes.
The samurai sword?
Yes.
You pull a Miyamoto Musashi and you whittle down the scimitar with another sword.
Yes, samurai sword, not to be confused with katana or battle katana, because these are totally different things.
Well, yeah, you have your regular katanas, you got your battle katanas.
You have your katana chucks.
Oh, I've only read katana chucks.
That's clearly a late game weapon. I can speak today.
No. The late game weapon is the Cat of Nine Katanas.
That's the ultimate weapon.
Got here, it's got our dire katana. It's a stick with two katanas attached to chains. Yes.
Okay.
We like to call this a culmination of every bad idea possible.
I mean, you're probably safer for something stupid like a dire katana than you are an actual dire flail, so...
True.
I mean, not by much, but...
Only because of its sheer ineffectiveness.
Yeah, it's really hard to get a nice sharp cutting edge when it's attached to a chain swinging around wildly. I mean, the flail just got the work done via spike and weight.
Yeah.
Back to Handler. Up the stairs here. Just from the inside. Nope, not in here. But we do need to come in anyway. Huh.
Shepherd.
Not getting shepherd. Oh, okay. We must now leave the diplomatic mission.
To go
all the way across the world.
Hold on, I have to talk to someone first.
So talk to this person.
Oh god.
The Mage Like Ring.
Your hat's still stupid.
Yeah, it does its job.
I'm all about the herb. 7
more
pure
herbs
leaves
from
and
her.
7 relaxing herbs, which is way cheaper than we spent for 7 each of those. Now we have to leave. Not gonna ask questions. Magic powers.
Clearly, you were really just reminiscing of the time that you were last there and did that.
Yeah, that's some revisionist thing. Like, no. I totally, before we got to the city, went to the other city and did this. It's fine.
Hey guys, remember the time I did that? No, it happened. Okay.
Happened.
See, Rush is really just a very fast runner, so this actually doesn't take him any time. He actually has flash powers, but can only use them in the lamest ways possible.
Even charm of fire.
Look, all I'm gonna say is it'd be real nice sword. Oh, there's a sword option.
Yeah, there's a sword option. How much money do we have? 3162. Okay.
Not much for what I'm seeing things cost.
There's 2 things we need money for right now.
We're gonna assume one of them is person.
Person?
No.
Yeah, we're not getting Shepherd.
No, there is a person we need to recruit, but we have to do a sub-story first.
Ah.
So nice suspicious around the embassies. Got it. No, we had to go talk to her in the other city for her to appear here.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Allison is so big.
It's like what? No, they're seriously doing it. They're seriously doing the joke. It's like one of those Lord Guy's girlfriends.
Wow.
They're really doing this fucking Sir Mix-a-Lot joke. Arena explosives? I'll buy some explosives. Close to a diplomatic point. Okay. So we completed that.
Do we have to buy more stuff from her, or is it now just quest? or
Later.
something? Okay.
In practically every town you go to, it looks like she shows up with something increasingly more expensive to buy.
Hmm. That makes sense.
Glad it's staying on theme.
Okay, so now I have to go to the pub. Talks to the gloomy man.
Quit harshing my buzz.
It's not like anyone cares about me anyway.
A secret letter.
That's not true at all. You're letting us go to the next town early.
Nope, see ya. You're supposed to stay here. Nope.
They'll come and fetch us when the time comes. You heard Dave.
That's true. Like, they have to know where we are. We'll tell them we're going to this road. What?
Beautiful brown trees.
Let's do this.
Oh boy.
Oh, well.
Well,
Good thing you just saved.
yep. Let's see how powerful these guys are.
It should be fine.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Come on, let's kick Resume!
We die and we have to reload that save.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Mantic.
Yep, those sure look like manticores to me.
Given that the guide is telling us to do this, it's safe to say that we're at the level where we can do this.
This is more like the amount you got.
How's that?
The game so far seems pretty okay about not, like, making available paths that are obviously unfinished, or are basically unfinishable because you haven't developed far enough.
No, it was more of, like, the amount that he grabbed.
There are definitely cases where it's like, they want you to kind of approach certain fights a certain way, like that one boss fight we started over like 3 times because we kept rushing in, getting attacked by 4 units and just straight up dying because of it, but
yeah.
That's more the game going, hey, don't let yourself get surrounded by 4 enemies. Flank attacks and other attacks do a lot of damage, you know.
Yeah. Also, don't rush into every fight. Wait. Tactics are important.
Yes.
You have the option to wait.
That is the fight that teaches you. Tactics are important. Damn it!
Yeah.
Murphy, no!
Just means they don't get XP for this fight.
Nothing to be done.
Yeah.
Sweet!
I know I'm good.
Oh, we learned Vivification.
Yep, this is exactly what I need.
Probably the right term for that.
Like a manticore tyrant, that's
I'm just gonna keep that Manticore.
Manticore tyrant, yes.
Manticore? He wasn't even in this song.
Let's do this!
Oh, this looks like a pleasant enemy.
Brilliant, yeah!
Vile plant.
I'm gonna destroy you!
Yep. Vindication of reviving Taylor from the unit. Takes rest relief and relaxing everything.
Attack
Nice.
them from their flank!
Makes sense.
Sweet!
Class has changed to Expert Tool.
Got it!
Yep. Those tier ups are based on your stats. Hence why you see it when pretty much always when strength or int grows.
Each class has like 4 or 5 levels to it.
Yeah.
Let's do this!
The best defense is a good offense.
I'm gonna destroy you! Ha! Attack them from their flank! Yeah, let's kick some tail!
You all right?
There we go.
There's still plenty of power left in these old bones.
Got it!
Well, those rare-ish items.
Oh, and that rare
Also,
dragon.
Let's do
Yeah.
this! Let's do this!
It is some sort of dragon.
We saw that dragon back at the other place, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only one thing to do.
Kill it. Yep.
Kill it. Hold on, trying.
Come on, let's kick some ass.
Or save the game. And, see whether or not you can
Yes,
beat it.
we're gonna save it first before we try. We are gonna try and kill it. I'll be right back while the animation's playing.
Yep.
QTE, oh my!
Suddenly out of nowhere.
No mechanic. Never before now. Just for this one battle.
I must grow stronger.
Better knee splitter.
This is
Maybe
exactly
like
what I need.
now.
Probably not.
Yay, some manticore talons. Which are not what you would think when somebody said manticore talon.
No.
Alright.
Alright, I returned.
Hey, Rush, grab that manticore talon. Rush, where'd you go?
Rush?
Rush! I want it. What are you even gonna do with it, Dave? I don't know. Maybe I'll glue it to my sword.
Let's do this.
The dragon's like, nope, fuck this shit. I'm out.
Hit him hard, hit him fast.
Okay, we still got the dragon. You guys go take care of them.
I'm gonna destroy you.
Ah. Yeah, we're doing respectable damage to it.
You require assistance.
Oh no, he's burned.
These foes won't be an easy fight.
Kill yourselves. Oh, you guys aren't going to kill yourselves.
We're depending on you.
We're depending on you, Loki, to hit that thing with a hammer. There you go.
I hope I've grown stronger than before.
You killed that dragon-like thing. And captured it.
Yeah, you captured it.
Nice. Get some wyvern.
Apparently best used for Psychroc.
Yeah.
Manticores, on the other hand, are apparently used for bratwursts.
Ah. That's all right.
Save it
Yeah.
or split it?
Probably split it. You have none of the ingredients it has.
Yeah.
Wyvern.
Okay.
Come on out. All right. Awesome.
Land insecta husk and swing.
Okay, later.
Nice. Oh no, strange liquid sprayed the area.
Use it.
All right. Awesome.
Do one more harvest. Ah,
Rare item.
chance.
All right.
There we go.
Awesome.
Nugget.
Yes!
This apprentice technique is hard to beat. We'll save some for later on in this area in case we see a second. Oh! You guys are just flying around regular like. Okay. You guys were a rare spawn back that way.
Let's do this! The winner's the one who strikes first, yeah? Come on, let's kick some A! How you like that? Kicking their faces from the side!
That's my favorite line so far. Kicking their face from the side.
Yeah!
Now we got Windshear too.
I know I'm good.
Ah, and Rebecca has become a Magus.
Let's do this!
Brilliant, yeah!
Okay, 2 groups of bugs is fine. I just didn't want to hit 2 groups of bugs and the dragon.
Yeah.
The dragon. The dragon. The dragon.
Dragon. Rock the dragon. Dragon Ball Z.
Do you have any rock spells?
Come on, let's
Does
kick
anything
some
rock the
A!
dragon?
I don't believe we have rock.
What if we tamed a
behind
rock
you.
and we threw it
How
at
you
the
like
dragon?
that?
Why do you guys keep throwing rocks at me?
The song tells us to do it, I'm sorry.
Also with horse.
Yeah, let's kick
Oh
some
no, a big
tail.
old batch of venom.
Look, he just wants to beat your swing, okay? Oh wait, wrong venom.
Vicious venom. Organizing plan. Mastermind.
Steady there! All right!
There's still plenty of power left in these old bones.
Love has grown.
It was my love what made it grow.
'Twas beauty that killed the beast. No, I'm pretty sure it was the
Oh,
fall.
shit.
The,
Actually, it was this gun.
First, stop them!
Ruh-roh.
It's okay, it's just the one.
Yeah.
We're good.
How you doing?
Yeah, let's kick some tail!
Yeah, let's kick their ass.
And the benefit is, since an extra turn has passed, the AP regeneration for the guys who didn't get attacked triggered.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Now, if only the morale wasn't so.
Yeah, if only you didn't like lose all morale
Are you
when you got
holding
attacked.
We shall stop them here!
Multi-dead law.
They'll stop them here. It's only one dragon.
Look, you're not going to
Like
hit
half
this
dead.
Smash them from the side!
As we've gone over before, monsters are things.
Sweet!
The appropriate pronoun will be it.
good.
That's just pieces.
Come on out!
Oh, rare item. Lucan, come on.
All right!
Yeah.
Awesome!
Cax seeds. Contains the slightest bit of mystical energy. Oh, some chance?
Oh.
Mystic Fiend Fang. Someone's been chewing on this tree.
Let's do this.
Yep. Oh, that worked.
Fight the other dragon.
Yeah. That's hiding behind that block.
You can't see me.
I'm not here.
I'm
Go
gonna
away.
destroy you. Smash him from the side.
Why? Well, you don't flunk.
Punch him or punch him.
It's tough to decide, man.
Act wisely.
Nice move.
There we
Sweet.
go. Learned Devil's Due.
Ooh,
That's
Nice.
pretty real nice. The mail finally arrived.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Arr, arr, no, no. I say thee nay.
I'm gonna
Look over there. There's a
destroy
wiggly rock. Rock you are.
You
So
stand up for this?
You know, from the front, it kind of looks like the dragon's wearing like those tiger stripe hot pants. Oh,
Ooh, acid burn.
oh, ow. Sorry I made fun of your hot pants.
I dodged.
Attack them from that place.
Send them in the ass.
There we go.
I know I'm good.
So, Loki gets most of his skin burnt off, but Blockter and Paulson don't have to worry about it. Got it.
Let's do this.
On the bright side, once all of your skin is burnt off, you don't have to worry about your skin being burnt off anymore.
That is true.
You fools, I don't have skin anymore.
Can't burn your skin off if you don't have any skin left.
I'm gonna destroy you.
You fools, you've just released my skeleton from its prison. I was using weighted skin to train.
Does anyone want to tell him that's not a thing? Because I'm afraid to tell him that's not a thing.
More arts. Everybody must use more arts.
Sweet.
Yep, as
I
said,
feel
if you want more
stronger
AP,
than
you have to spend
before.
AP.
Yep.
Got it.
Vile plant.
Keep one and kill the other.
Yep. What were we doing here again?
Delivering a
We're
letter?
crossing the way through here to deliver the letter to the town that's on the other side.
Okay, then. Manticores.
Yeah, sure they are.
The Manticore? He wasn't even in this song.
Come on, let's kick some ass. How you like that?
Very nice.
Prepare yourself.
Kick in their faces from the side.
Finish him.
Save up for money.
Yeah.
I technically don't also need to sell stuff to like upgrade shops.
Yes.
Yeah.
Specifically, you have to sell
upgrade
creatures.
shops. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
Oh, there's treasure chest up there.
Oh, you see, they need to
somebody
figure out a
knocking.
way of upgrading. Yep. See, they need to figure out a way of upgrading shops. And they had no better ideas.
And you hear me knocking.
I'm gonna
Look, I'm honestly surprised there isn't some kind of extended system where you have to raise your, like, barter skill. But not raise your barter skill in certain areas, like weapons or items or something. But you have to go into specific areas of bartering.
I need the other one. The other one.
The other one! I was thinking more of like, you know, you have to establish connections with towns, get trade going. Trade routes, which of course you have to defend every once in a while.
By the way, was that someone knocking on your door, Hunter?
No, that was yet another one of the people with issues with their vehicle.
Oh, okay.
Which is why I was fumbling for my mute on my headset.
Okay. Sure, no problem.
Iron was really simple.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain you can probably just buy some in Battle Rosa here. Belterosa here.
I still need that Chimera husk, you asshole.
Sure, I'll do it. Goes immediately to the town. Okay.
Chimera Husk requires us to find the Chimera.
We know where they are.
Yeah, there's no rare spawn there.
We have seen them before, technically, but...
So, the Merchant's Lot. Of course I'll stop here. Go find somebody to
Where's
sell
what's her
things
face?
to. Like, the first thing I want to do before that is I want to go into the Golden Chalice and get the guy we need. Because the guy we need in here is probably going to be expensive.
Yes. Very.
yeah.
Fucking stupidly expensive. Got it.
The good news is those vital plants sell for quite a bit.
I mean, what do you want? You're trying to buy a Cademon.
Wow. Okay. Well, we got a long way to go for him. But he's required for a quest, so...
Yeah. Do keep in mind, like I said, those vital plants were worth 972 each.
Yep.
So, you know, just go hunt them to extinction.
So now we need to go to the pub at Belterosa. Whoops.
Well, neither of those look like a pub.
I got him on the map.
No, it's up here.
Ah, okay.
Are you fight sexual?
In this game, who isn't?
Fair enough.
Of course not. We didn't read it. Obtain Jade Orb. Rush can now use remedies.
Nice.
Request the secret letter. Okay. Okay, so now let's go check out the crafting store real quick and see if there's any iron ore for sale.
Does that count?
It doesn't.
What's that?
If you buy iron ore, it will not give it to your
Does it?
people.
Yeah, all right.
Nope.
No.
That's
you have to go
stupid.
you have to go and mine it from that one cave system. I forget the name of.
I'm just gonna say this. That's really stupid.
Yes, you cannot
That is
give them
stupid.
things from your existing inventory.
I mean, you're not wrong on that. That is stupid, but on the other hand, anything you mine up is basically multiplicative.
Yes.
If they need it, we still get it, and they get it as well.
Yeah. Likewise, if they need something that you get from a monster split, you still get the item. They get it as well.
Ah.
Okay.
But
then-
the one downside is if you get 4 of a drop and they only need 1, they'll still take the entire drop if it's one of the things like, hey, I need that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bite.
So now we have to go all the way back to Athram.
That sounds like a poor design.
I mean, it's a crafting system in an RPG. They're very rarely good.
It's more like it's a saga game. It can't do anything in one step. It has to do it in 6. Now, one of those steps
that
has to be
too.
backwards. This guy.
Well, as I said, Saga games are full of ideas. There's not really a discrimination between whether the idea was good or bad, but they wanted to try their damnedest to make it work.
Gotcha. The trade route.
Like, the leveling system I genuinely like as an alternative to the straight leveling systems that games normally have.
As long as they let me control when people level up, like just say, hey, this person is now ready to go into this class.
Well, that's the class system. I meant more the, your skills and stats go up based on what you do in combat. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually do like that. But I like that better in the concept of being able to control a character to do it, which this game doesn't.
Not directly.
Survey man. Take me by the hand, make a survey plan. I can understand. I'll check it out.
Something up ahead. A death trap.
Cave collapse.
I think I saw a sparkle to the right.
while we're making this decision, he will just kindly bounce in place.
Yep.
Oh god, they started moving! Run!
I was like, do you want to go to the left or to the right? We can clearly see the thing you're chasing after.
You're not chasing after anything. This whole point is just to get to the end.
Yeah.
Oh good, it's patrolling, and it can clearly pick up our scent after we're done going through here.
Got chills. They're all blind.
Spider comes down, just grabs him.
A box. Nobody touch this. I'm the first person to. Or
It's okay. Something was storing healing items in there. Because I mean, something had to have put it there in the first place. Pretty sure it goes to a dead end. We're going to a dead end.
yeah. But it's got a box. Gals and K's map too.
Come on out! Okay, later.
Which, notably, if you're trying to get ore, is not a good place to get ore.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm picking up
Uh-oh.
stuff.
Yeah.
You've charmed the monster.
Bounce, 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 bounce. Walk, 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 walk. Bounce, bounce, bounce.
That looks like a plant.
That's a felling point.
Yeah.
It's a plant.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a rock.
And a cutscene. Let's beat them up.
Come on out!
Rock.
I don't know.
Hey! Now he's an apprentice driller.
Okay,
Got a
later.
dig module.
Well, gents!
Oh. Wait.
Yeah, don't ask questions about steel ore. Don't ask questions about steel ore. Alright.
Yes!
I have no idea how much iron ore we actually
Rookie
needed.
power!
On the bright side, it does it for multiple people at the same time, so...
Yeah. I'm gonna be picky, but steel's not really an ore.
I told you, ask no questions about the ore.
You're asking people who design crafting systems to actually know how things are made?
I like that. Go on, I got your back. Wait, what?
So technically speaking, you could find steel in nature.
Yeah, in which case that would be a steel ore, but...
It's incredibly rare because this requires iron ore near coal deposits and enough intense heat mixing to cause it to actually turn into steel.
Look, what you're saying is a moot point, much like that weapon.
Yep.
Like, it's a theoretically steel can be found from nature. I don't think anyone's actually found steel in nature.
Yeah. Great Sand Sea.
It's not a strict contradiction, it's just dumb.
Yeah, it is a technicality thing that could happen, but has never actually been seen.
Also, this is the second game I have now seen referred to something as a sand sea. It's called a desert, people.
Fancy.
Yeah, we just get a bunch of mineral stuff.
I'm perfectly okay with something calling it a sand sea if it actually behaves more like water and they actually use ships to cross it. Sort of sand, like if it, like the entire thing is like quicksand-esque,
I'm okay with Sandsea in general in a way, just for a flavorful name. They do actually sometimes, I mean, big deserts especially do sometimes actually get compared to ocean travel effectively, i.e. here's this giant, vast nothing with no resources whatsoever that you have to travel across.
Well, people that actually have to use like sand boats.
Yeah. But I mean, the naval comparisons for deserts is not exactly even a new thing in humanity.
And you could also like navigate by the stars and effectively if you had to.
Yeah.
And maybe beneficial depending on how big some deserts are.
Yeah. Like the Sahara itself, that was pretty much a given.
Yeah.
Oh, it's something like something big.
The way we want to go.
No, we can go fight that thing. Look at it. Wants to fight.
It's looking at me
Sounds like something we should
crossways.
fight.
It's looking at me crossways.
Look, what if there are some manticores? Clearly we can fight the stuff in this area.
Oh, it has a gun!
Let's do this.
Look, see, it's afraid of us.
Let's do this.
Good.
Let's do this.
You'd be hugging it to get to fight.
Some kind of weird
Yeah.
sand crab.
That is the Grand Beetle! Which I guess is actually a fairly suitable name for it.
Yeah.
Come on, let's kick some ass.
Unusually for this game, it's a name that actually kind of fits.
It's not like exactly a beetle, but it's close enough.
Yeah.
It certainly is grand in stature.
Beetle-esque.
Look, it's scared. It's defending.
It's got like a weird mandible thing going on, but or like
It's also got a shit ton of defense.
hand
Attack them
things.
from
Well, I
that
mean,
It is defending.
Yeah.
Prepare yourself. What's
Really now, size isn't everything.
They're thinking I'm some pushover. They're real rock.
I must grow stronger.
Okay.
Gee, we're strong.
Okay, we beefed. Now we need to go the other way. Another beetle in the background.
Yeah, there's something flying over there, too.
The desert is rich in life and resources.
No, actually it's not.
It's
Unless the
typically that's
resources
the
you
opposite.
want is sand.
The desert is rich in life and resources.
Much like when they say that about the ocean. No, that's actually kind of not true in a lot of areas.
A report on nature by Rush Sykes.
My butt flap likes to glitch out. A lot.
Yes.
Yes, it does. But yeah, large sections of the ocean are actually pretty barren.
Yeah.
So after we did that, a new store opens up back in Athlum. Yes. It's here.
I should say pretty barren except for maybe the abyssal areas, but considering we've explored like 2% of that.
yeah.
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 I mean, most of the explode ocean floors.
Yeah.
I don't need an extra soldier. Okay, so this is the new thing that opened up.
Something you can't afford?
Yep, another thing I can't afford.
Ooh, that does look good, though.
This is max initial AP and max.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we also need to save 19 grand so we can buy the what's his face.
Yeah, so I think what's gonna happen is we're probably gonna go check and see if there's any other, like, things we can do before proceeding the main story.
I mean, did you find what's-her-face in the city? Or does she not show up there yet?
Yeah, we can still find her in the city, but that costs even more money.
Ah, fair enough.
Let's see. Oh, no, never mind. We have 7 more quests.
Excellent!
7 more quests have opened up. Some of them might be a little out of our level range. God damn it. You're all needy.
Hey guys, you mind if we go kill shit? Yeah, no, that's fine. How about if you give me this one thing, Nuts? Okay, sure.
Sure.
Hey, you're busy right now?
It's not like I'm forced to do it.
Yeah. Sure, whatever you say. I'm certainly not completely ignoring what you're asking.
Okay. So, also there's a pub here.
Rush? Hey, Rush? 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 I don't mean to rush you. Hey, Rush?
I will push you down the stairs.
On the one hand, I get the point of that is to kind of make you aware of that whole, how these people upgrade item system and what they need at the time. On the other hand, yeah, it's a bit too obnoxious for the job it's trying to accomplish.
I think the most obnoxious part about it is the fact that it defaults to a no. So if you're just trying to like, yes, I get it, come on, let's go. It's like you're turning all these people down. Hey, Rush, I'd really like to upgrade a weapon. Too bad.
Rush! Rush! Emma keeps poking me! I do not! I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
David won't stay on his side.
She took my Happy Meal toy. And I'm the prince. The king. The duke.
Marquis,
thank you.
Title we don't remember.
It's the one I can always remember because I remember Final Fantasy XII got it pronounced completely wrong.
For love, the bell tolls.
Like, if you want to make up your own title, it's fine. Don't take an existing title and then mispronounce it. You know, the Marquis.
I'm a pirate. I have my letter of Marquis.
Exactly.
All sorts of new parts to be had here. Got some bugs.
SS pets.
Oh, these pests belong to the SS. We have to kill them.
Well,
Yep.
one of those pests belonged to the SS. The other one wasn't an SS pet.
Oh, yeah, that's just a tester.
The test.
I mean, yes.
All right.
They're also pests.
Critical defense. Blackdown.
Oh god, they're marching.
Attack them from
Oh wait,
that
that's
point.
regular pests.
Regular pests. Yeah.
It's so hard to tell them apart.
So they hide.
These flows won't be an easy fight.
Tis just a wisp of a thing.
Oh, we have a guess.
I guess whoever gave us the quest.
Oh yeah, the guest guy is the classy man from the bar.
Oh.
We are here to help him find his lost love. So we're supposed to meet him in this castle full of spooky
There's
monsters.
still plenty of power left in
Been
these
devoured by
old
bugs.
bones.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Got it.
By the bugs of the SS.
Did her skull look anything like this?
No.
It didn't have the beetle chomps in it when I last saw her. Map for this area.
Dude, does this dental, are these teeth match her dental records?
Let's be checked.
do this.
Right here.
Ah, dig spot. In the castle.
Yep.
Makes sense.
The winner's the one who strikes first, yeah?
Hit them with magic.
Hit them with swords. Hit them with more swords.
I'm gonna destroy you! Ha! Weakling!
Chomp, 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 chomp,
Circle
chomp,
their
chomp, chomp,
flank!
Got some more landworm talons.
Yeah, it's just the higher level of landworm.
Light metal.
Okay, later.
Alright.
Nice.
Where did you find light pet? I'm not gonna ask.
There was a pressure plate buried in the ground.
Just accept these things at a certain point.
Let's do this!
Yeah, much like steel ore.
Much like steel ore and us chopping up sentient human-like creatures to sell their body parts on the market.
That's perfectly fine.
We shall stop them here! Prepare yourself!
Look, being a bipedal doesn't make you,
No, being bipedal, wearing clothing, and wielding weapons does not make you sapient.
Arc fighters, that's clearly a profession. They also have jobs.
No.
There's a really strong emphasis on assholes, apparently.
They got big old butts.
I've grown stronger than before.
I must grow stronger.
Oh, fierceness is growing.
Oh, wow, level up there.
At last.
Yeah,
At
you got
last,
sword.
I have ripped the fingernails off of this man for my weapon.
I'm sorry to say this, but I think we're the baddies.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, fingernails grow back.
Oh, okay, this is a very big section.
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty big.
Yeah.
Luckily, they have the entire map up on the wiki, so...
Nice. So we're only going to spend half the amount of time lost. Gotcha.
The winner's the one who strikes first, yeah?
Okay, Nero, calm down.
I'm gonna
Call out for Pierre.
Nice hit. Attack them from their flank!
Just come to the front of their head.
Yep.
Sweet!
I'm sure it's fine you got captured.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
We also got hides from them. I feel bad.
Those could very clearly just be hides that they were carrying on them.
Come on out! Okay, later. All right!
Yay!
Awesome!
They process alloys. They have industry.
It's a hive mind.
No. No, it's not. That's just propaganda.
Not, my name's Tim. Ah. Look, it's talking. No, those are just weird noises. They sound an awful lot like speech.
My name is Lance. I work in finances.
I can't understand what he's saying. Stab, stab, stab.
I have a Roth IRA.
La, 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 la.
These savage beasts trying to imitate our
Beasts
tongues.
shall be facing me! What?
Oh, he's a big one.
Yeah, he is a big one. Got a unknown life bar.
Oh, fatal claw.
Like a boss.
Are you holding back?
It is indeed fatal thoughts.
Quick, surround it and hit it a lot. It did nothing to us, but we have to kill it.
From the side.
Oh, trust this giant Vetar thing was able to dodge.
Lifted his feet to try to avoid getting hit. Like, oh god, stop it! Stop it!
It's different than us, which means it can't be trusted.
Looks like we're up against quite the nasties. Better now? Damn it!
Are you holding back?
No, he is not.
Yes, attack the guest. That's fine.
And everyone else. That's why one of your targets is dead.
No, Loki!
Bring them back. Yeah, what's the worst can happen? Yep, there we go.
Healing turn.
Yeah, hit that tail.
Oh, that's not
Poison the entire city of Paris.
All right now?
Ash.
Chance won't be wasted.
Actually, was pretty useful.
Yep.
Pretty much everything it says keep my HP up.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys are full health, so...
But apparently this thing is like a truck.
Oh!
Are you holding back?
Wow, this thing is,
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is a pain in the ass.
Fatal claw don't mess around.
yeah, it's actually a significant threat.
Reassess, heal. Yes, it's a good idea.
Good reassess, yes. Maybe we should not die.
Well, considering everyone's poisoned.
That's fine.
And it breathes fire.
Of course, why not?
Dang, nature, you're scary.
And now he's frozen.
Poison, breathes fire, has a gun. I assume every enemy has a gun.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Whether they
David's
use the
character
gun or not.
never uses. Like David.
Yeah, it'd be real nice to use that gun right now.
Yeah, you probably want to heal the guests before.
We can't.
Huh?
We can't. We don't get a choice of who we heal.
Yeah, the
No,
cover of
but-
art says Unit 1. free and heal them unit free.
Yeah.
It's either heal ourselves or heal unit 3. And heal unit 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Now we can save them no matter what.
Yeah.
And hope that goes off on... You guys won't survive breaking a deadlock.
Combat.
Attack with combat arts, probably.
Hit it with your hammer! Or die! Well, shit.
I mean, they were poisoned and all sorts of other stuff, so...
Yeah.
Be careful.
Hey, David, where's your war crime of a cannon? I can't use that right now.
We're indoors. It's not plot convenient.
They just automatically revive. Oh, good.
Oh, yeah.
And heal themselves. Okay, I see how it is.
Yeah, Brig is now in dangerous territory, but, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, they were just saved from dangerous territory. But they were the ones who were dead.
Give it all you've got.
But they're not deadlocked right now, so...
That or,
Yeah, we're just gonna do it no matter what on this turn.
Alright.
Because they're healing themselves. Or, oh no,
Well,
this
healing.
is, sorry, this is David's.
This is Unit 2. This is David. They're basically close to full health.
Yeah.
The others have them throw in as hard as they can.
Yeah. Because the first unit's healing 3 anyways. Yeah, get your HP up is a good idea.
Tank them hits, guest character. You have to glow red sometime. I will not run out of bricks. Well, that's thoughtful of you guys, but your friends over there are losing a lot of blood.
Yeah, that would have been a good time to reassess. Yeah, heal the others. Heal team 3. Oh, wait, no.
Yes,
That's
heal
three
team
for
3.
Yeah.
You maybe just want to punch it with all you've got.
Yeah.
Is it all you got?
HP
Right
up.
up to die.
Oh, no, they won't survive it.
No, yeah, they don't survive that.
Undead locking.
Yeah.
Be strong.
Yeah.
Don't die, dumbasses!
Give us all you got with them, do mixed arts.
Yeah.
Good effort.
They're gonna die because they couldn't heal.
Good effort. Oh, my trophy.
Imagine if things actually died when we hit them. Oh, that's it.
That thing's the size of a Chrysler!
Heart sap!
Oof.
Oh, stole your very feet.
Wow. Of course he can do that too, apparently.
This thing's a dick.
Remember!
Maybe I want to do that, yeah.
Hey, can you guys stop being dead for like 5 minutes?
Fine, it's a good distraction.
Attack all out?
Let's see, I can keep your HP up.
Yeah, keep your HP up is probably better. Considering they're like 572.
Yeah.
Around.
Yeah.
Like, there's a chance it won't matter. If the person who heals goes last, you're dead before the heal does nothing.
Yep.
Granted.
Turn it around, bright eyes.
Apparently they always attack.
Ow!
We shall stop them here.
You have to run out of HP at some point.
This boss is glitched to have infinite HP. Okay, there. We're in glowy territory now. We're close to beating them, and we're only slightly dead.
Man, there'd be some damn good rewards from this. That's all I'm gonna say.
We'll get nothing for beating this monster.
Nothing but an achievement. Say, hey, I beat this thing. They gave me absolutely no loot.
Well, also, we just lost the person who could revive people, so...
Well,
Well, you should have it as best you can. Probably keep HP up, yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be, not great.
Oh.
good news, it's almost dead.
We're at 666 HP.
Depending on battle rank, this thing will have somewhere between 36,000 and 163,000 hit points.
Jesus.
I'm sure it's fine.
What battle rank are we?
12?
Alright, the minimum battle rank for this is 19.
I beg to differ. If we win.
We paralyzed it!
Not the minimum battle rank you can find, the minimum battle rank this creature will show up as.
That's just
and
a rank.
enemies have battle rank too. Battle rank is effectively level.
Better now?
Probably not.
That's it, you get a captain, it's worth like 7,800. Half of the money goes.
Yes, attack him. Good. Yes. Take his blood.
Yeah, and
it's
it
about
did
what I
end there.
thought.
Yeah. Yeah, because all of our non-guest characters are
Okay. Might be time to do some grinding.
I mean, you say it might be time to do grinding. You're basically fighting something that's 7 levels above you.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that was also a, I'm assuming, a rare encounter.
Yeah,
they
it's a
don't
rare
fall down
encounter.
rares.
Yeah, 36 to 163.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 36 would be...
Yeah, you're almost so soon finding a level 19 one, so
Yeah.
19 to 21.
Hypothetically, if we're actually around the battle rank we should be to fight that thing, it wouldn't be too bad.
No, we'd be mostly fine if you're around the battle rank. We're just, I said, like 7 levels below its base battle rank.
Yeah, we're fine. So we go back in there, look at it, and run screaming again. Anyway, what?
Okay, good. I was checking something to see if we'd been locked out of something because I skipped doing something. But we didn't.
Okay, good.
I will be back.
Yeah.
Okay. Luckily, I think we saved inside of here, so... Yeah, we're good. Oh yeah, we saved right before this guy, so...
Yeah,
That's
we
it.
did
We
save
just
right
use our fancy
before.
time powers to run right by him. And thus not have to fight him at all.
the fat loots.
We'll get the fat loots later. So, map. Let's see.
Let's do this!
Aside here for a bit to pick up the map.
Yes! We've got the upper hand!
Wait, there's a map?
Yeah, in every area you have to pick up the map to be able to see it, the map in the square.
Ah, that makes sense.
You beasts shall be facing me! Attack them from their flank! Ha-ha!
So now we can see all the different stuff.
Let's do this!
It's double time.
I'm gonna destroy you! You man enough for this?
Look, these voice actors having a lot of fun with the role.
Yes, is he?
Hi guys, I have been called to go help someone.
Yep.
Yep, that's fine.
So I'll talk to you guys later. Any of yours? See you guys later.
Yep.
We're not going to be doing this for too much longer. We're going to be finishing this quest and then, probably off screen, I'm going to be doing a bunch of money grinding.
Yep.
Smash him from the side! Hi!
Marching.
Foes won't be an easy fight.
Tis just a wisp of a thing.
Take care of yourself.
My gratitude.
Yep.
Sweet!
I hope I've grown stronger than before.
I feel stronger than before! Got it!
Sure, there's a lot of material you don't have normally.
Yep. Keep up those passes.
Let's do this!
They're even wearing hats. We're the real monsters.
No, clearly
You
they're the
beasts shall be
monsters.
facing
They're
me.
called monsters after all.
Oh my god! Anna.
Kick in their faces from the side!
Well done.
Right, feaster.
No!
There's still plenty of power left in these old bones.
Oh. Just feel bad for these people. Man is the true monster.
Let's do this!
The best defense is a good offense.
I'm gonna destroy you! You man enough for this!
I just cease to be.
How's that? Smash him from the sides!
Oh no, Zap.
Ah, speed up.
You know?
Son of a... I need the other one! The other one!
Calm down, buddy.
Come on out!
A face fragment.
Okay, later.
Vase. No, go away. Go away.
I want to give you a hug.
I don't want your hugs. Okay.
Let's do this! Hit him hard, hit him fast! I'm gonna destroy you! You man enough for this?
Not bad.
One of them went flying.
I hope I've grown stronger than before.
His authority is broken. It means something.
It means the bugs respect him now.
The Marquis is expanding his dominion over Bond.
Oh, well, you look friendly.
That.
I think that's the boss we fought before, actually.
No, it looks like a. The plant
No,
undead
like
thing,
13
actually. Oh, you mean indeed? Yeah, yeah.
Let's do this!
That is.
Vicious
But it's
plants.
vicious plant.
You beasts shall be facing me!
Yeah, nice, really special.
Just spit up bones at him. I saw that one in the background.
There's still plenty of power left in these old bones.
Hey, Rebecca finally learned Spark too. Yep.
Yay.
I got a tree fragment. Oh no, are these sentient too?
No? Let's go, no?
Come on out!
Oh, hello, traveler. Welcome.
Okay.
Oh god, you're hitting me.
Come on out!
There we go. A new morsel for Mr. Diggs.
Awesome!
Yeah.
Okay, later.
Weapon
Let's
Rescue
do this.
12. Combat Great Staff.
Combat great.
Take the upper hand!
I think we're technically looking for 15. To the katana. Except, you know, we have to actually be in the place where it drops.
Yes.
You beast shall be facing me!
You get him, Paris.
Yeah, you taunt those.
Kick in their faces.
Yeah, 'cause now we can flank attack him.
I feel stronger than before!
Quad slice too.
Yep.
Oh, damn it.
Stop killing all people!
These foes won't be an easy fight.
How you like that?
Oh, red potion.
Circle their flank! I must grow stronger.
Our family! Oh, damn.
Charm of growling.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Yeah. My mother made that. It was a gift.
Effect Mighty Bludgeon +1.
Also just gives max AP and initial AP up.
Yeah.
That's originally what I was like wowing about, was just, yeah, 10% extra initial AP.
Yeah.
Elf
Max
Settlement.
isn't as big a deal. We rarely hit it, but
Let's do this!
Hey look, I found where they're all hiding.
Them off balance and crush them!
obviously hiding waiting to ambush us.
Certainly nothing else.
Finish him!
Son, you must be brave. Papa is going to go out and fight the invaders.
I know I'm good.
Let's do this!
Yes! We've got the upper hand! You beasts shall be facing me! Kick in their faces from the side!
Oh!
Ooh.
Need him alive! God, we're fucking terrible people. We don't even need to be in here. There's no reason why I need to go in there. This person is going to die for nothing. Rush is a monster. At least when we were playing Enchanted Arms, we didn't have to worry about war crimes.
Guys, we're looking for my wife. Why do you keep attacking these people?
You beasts shall be facing me! How's that?
Well played. Smash him from the sides!
I hope I've grown stronger than before.
This is never gonna stop being sick.
No, it says right here they're not classified as sapient life. We don't have to worry about it.
You just wrote that on a piece of paper. That doesn't make it real.
Hey, your criticism will only be valid if you're sapient life, and it clearly says right here that you're not.
Defeat the assassin.
Stay down! Circle their flank! We shall stop them here!
Not too shabby.
Not bad.
Yeah, definitely keep your HP up. Do some map on them.
This one looks loaded.
After some form of voice.
Yeah.
We're counting on you!
I didn't leave a will.
It's fine, I know you want us to have everything.
No, I didn't. His will's right here. He wrote it in his own blood.
In his own blood? Way to go, weird monster man. How? Just clapped his katanas together and then electrocuted that guy. Alright, he did.
After everything else was fine. Oh wait, they're all dead.
What
Rush
did you
learned
learn?
something!
Sparkful!
Yeah!
I know I'm good. Son of a... I need the other one! The other one!
More beastmen to sell, cheap to work in the mines.
You wrote me over Fortnite! I don't play Fortnite, I'm a PUBG man. Here is your reward. The guest union has left the party. Aww. The Godstone of Love.
Oh,
This is just a rock that you picked up.
Godstone of Love.
So,
I assume it does something.
let me see what this does. It's required for another quest down the way. We need to get 3 Godstones
Love,
from
souls,
different
and
quests.
wisdom.
Yep.
Got it.
However, this is probably a good place to stop. It's our usual
Yep.
stopping point. I have a lot of money grinding to do. To get our
Yes.
party members. Save here just in case. Okay. Anyway, thank you for joining us in our Sound Goblin stream. We didn't get a lot of forward progress on the plot, but we did find a lot of inherent silliness.
Yes.
Anyway, join us tomorrow when we will be continuing our playthrough of Virtue's Last Reward on Sound Goblin Storytime, and then join us Tuesday as we delve back into the spooky castle for more bloodstained ritual of the night.
Indeed.
Until then, I've been your host, the Krampus.
I've been Shiv.
And I'm still Vincent.
Hunter Green had to step out earlier, but he is friend of streams. Check him out as well. Have a good
Yep.
one, y'all.
Yeah, bye everyone.